All right, I'm here with the great Craig Sager, and Craig, let me get
Thanks.
your. You're welcome. You are a great man. People love you. Let me get your thoughts about Coach Pop's jacket from Game 3. I mean, you're known for your fashion. What do you think about his jacket?
I thought it was great. In fact, I complimented him on it today, and he goes, I don't know. I said, I think I look like Becky Hammond. I said, no, you look great. And then he saw the seersucker. He goes, hey, that's pretty good. Maybe I ought to get a seersucker. So he's coming
Right.
around.
He is. He is. Yeah, because Pop's not normally flashy like that. Were you surprised by that flashy?
Yeah, I thought he looked really good. I really did. Seriously, I said, man, he looks good. And so that's why I complimented him. And he, you have to feel comfortable. And when he came back with, I feel like Becky Hammond, I don't think he's real comfortable with it.
You have a great, maybe not great, but it appears you have a very solid relationship with Pop, and we know how he can be with local media guys and gals and the national media, but you two seem to have a special friendship. Tell me about that.
Well, we go back a lot of years, and once we started doing these interviews with coaches between quarters, oh my God, to Pop, that's a nuisance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're infiltrating his space. He wants to talk to his team. He wants to make adjustments. He wants to make substitutions. He wants to, motivate. And all of a sudden, he's got to stop and talk to me. So I understand where he's coming from, but those are the rules, Coach. And I'm just doing my job. So we've had some battles through the years. The problem is, not a problem, but the facts. I can't banter back and forth with him because it's such a short time period.
Yeah.
So I'm like the straight guy. Whatever he wants to say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. So it's a lot of fun. There are times, obviously, when he definitely doesn't want to do the interview.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt in my mind, and I understand that. But if it's under 20 points, we're still going to do it. And, like today when he talks about, somebody say, you happy? He goes, happy? I'm never happy. And so even if they're up by 18 points or whatever, he's not going to be joking around with you and jovial and all that stuff. So he's a very interesting man, a great man, but he's also a challenge. You have to come prepared. I mean, I don't have a question. All right, this is what I'm going to ask Coach Pop in Game 4.
Okay.
It all dictates on what the game's going. And the other thing is, Marv will be calling the game, and he'll refer to something like, Tony Parker's taking over the huddle while he's out talking to assistant coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And if I bring that up, Pop doesn't know what I'm talking about because he's not watching TV. And he'll
Yeah.
give me some look like, well, what are you talking about? And stuff. So there's certain, things that don't always go smoothly, but it's always fun.
Yeah, he's. You have to certainly study and know what you're going to talk about with Coach Pop, and I know that he really respects you. He said he does. How does that make you feel, knowing that that man, a good man, an awesome basketball coach, respects you?
It means a lot. When I was first diagnosed with leukemia, the support I got was unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And from the commissioner on down to coaches, players, referees, I mean, I was hearing from so many people, fans of the NBA. And so then, I went through the battle and then had the transplant with my son. And then I got a card one day from Coach Pop. And I didn't share the whole thing because obviously didn't put it out there in a Twitter. A tweet it was personal to me, but to sum it all up, he was talking about how tough I was fighting, mm-hmm. and how he admired my effort, and how he always felt I was a team player and that I could play on his team any day. And when you get that from Coach Pop, you're sitting there in the hospital bed, he says, you can be on my team any day. It's like, come on, get me up, get me out of here.
Right. Man, that has to be encouraging.
That's very inspirational.
Last thing, your thoughts on this playoff series so far between the Spurs and Thunder?
I just think that Spurs are so much fun to watch. We talk about Golden State being great, with their explosive team and their offense, but just to watch the way the Spurs communicate and move together, whether it's in the, Game 1 blowout or in the Game 3 shutting them down defensively at the end of the game. It's just, that's the way the game's supposed to be played. And they just play so well and so communicating together, and it's just a pleasure to watch. And I start another 8-day cycle of chemo on Monday at MD Anderson in Houston, so I'll be commuting back and forth to either San Antonio or Oklahoma City on a daily basis. So it's one of those things that if it's over in 5, it's better for me.
Well, sir, it was a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for your
You
time.
got it.
Back to you.